First of all, what a wonderful fall day in Wichita, and I hope if you get a chance later today, you might get out and hit the links and play a few rounds of golf on one of our city courses. Thank you for being here and sharing our updates with your listeners, viewers, and readers. It's important for us to share our updates with the community, and we appreciate your help with that. Mayor Longwell is traveling to a mayor's conference today and asked me to fill in for him. Now, he didn't leave me any of his jokes, so we're just going to get right to it. I hope that's okay. All right. We have 3 items to share with you today. One, our comments regarding the Economic Outlook Conference that we had earlier this morning. We have the debut of Wichita's first mobile golf app, and finally a reminder about the Big Read. Now, in keeping with the golf theme, we're going to start with our driver, if you don't mind. Earlier today, several of our council members, including Councilperson Levonta Williams and myself, attended the Wichita Area Economic Outlook Conference. And we'd like to thank WSU, Jeremy Hill, and the Center for Economic Development and Business Research for hosting this year. I believe there was about 700 people in attendance. This is an annual conference that gives many different people and groups a chance to come together and focus on our regional economy from a local perspective all the way to the global. There was a great slate of speakers and panelists, and all covering different perspectives, like I said, from the global to the state all the way to the local. And they all have a role to play in our present and future. And it was also an interesting opportunity and a counterpoint of optimism to James Chung's presentation a couple weeks ago about the state of Wichita and where we're going. And as a reminder, as we go forward as a community, we should take it all in but not get lost in any one point or get discouraged. There certainly are a lot of areas of concern and challenges going forward. But I was really pleased to hear some of the comments from the professionals, not only from outside of our market, but also the panelists, and talking about some of the good moves that we're making, specifically as it relates to BREG, the Greater Wichita Partnership, Wichita State, Innovation Campus, which already has 2 buildings underway, if you haven't checked it out, the work on entrepreneurism, and the export plan. One of the panelists, Scott Anderson, an economist with the Bank of Wichita, had very good things to say this week about these moves and how we're bringing more diversity to our economy and about WSU's Innovation Campus. Now, for the first time in several years, Wichita's job growth estimates are cautiously positive, and that's great news. And even with our recent aviation job losses in recent years, there are remaining bright spots on the aviation outlook. And these are things that we shouldn't ignore. Diversification doesn't mean that we're going to turn our backs on what's got us here, the air capital, on aviation. Spirit still has long-term contracts with Boeing, Airbus, and others, and a backlog worth billions. Textron Aviation and others are growing, and our aircraft companies have a huge slate of local suppliers, from medium-sized firms to small machine shops, or local entrepreneurs. Speakers mentioned Wichita's low cost of living, low cost of doing business, and specifically, investors get a big bang for their buck here in Kansas, and that's great opportunity. And again, Wichita State's University Innovation Campus with NIAR and NCAT are keeping us on the cutting edge in manufacturing. We continue to have a strong connection to defense and military, and there is real momentum in development, specifically downtown as well as east and west. Now, we do have challenges, and we should recognize them, and we'll work together. And this is a great community with great people, and by working together, as we always do, we'll succeed and build a better future. Now I'm going to switch clubs and talk about golf. Specifically, the Golf Wichita app. Today, the City of Wichita Public Golf Course is working to make public courses in the game more accessible and convenient. We're launching Wichita's first mobile golf app, or Golf Wichita. And Troy Hendricks, who is our golf supervisor has it loaded on his phone, so you can check it out. This mobile golf app offers a high level of service to enhance your golfing experience. It's free. You can get it today on iTunes or Google Play, and just search for Golf Wichita. It has GPS tracking, an interactive scorecard, tracking scoring and stats. You can do tee time bookings, and many other features. And during October, when you download the app, you can register to win 4 free rounds of golf. So check it out at golfwichita.com or the City of Wichita Public Golf Courses Facebook page. And again, Troy has it loaded on his phone if you want to check it out afterwards. Lastly, I'd like to remind you that today is the kickoff for the Big Read Wichita. It begins. And to date, dozens of local businesses, libraries, museums, and organizations have signed up to be partners, along with more than 30 book clubs who have committed to reading this year's book, Into the Beautiful North. And some of the events happening this week include a book discussion tonight at Evergreen Library, a special softball league exhibit this Saturday at Bethel College Kaufman Museum. I'm not sure how that ties in, but I'm sure Stephanie can help me with that. And then a documentary screening of Escaping Syria at the Murdoch Theater this Saturday night. So to find out more about Big Read Wichita, go to bigreadwichita.org. And I think that covers my list of things. Do you all have any questions for me?
Since you did talk about Wichita State University and Innovation Campus, just your reactions to, obviously, they took away the golf course. We talked about golf today as well, but there is development there. Talk about what that...
Well, the potential for Wichita State and what they're doing at the Innovation Campus is key to our continued growth. We've heard a lot about getting the entrepreneurism buzz back in this community, and that's what the Innovation Campus is designed to do. People that have dreams and want to make businesses and an incubator place to create that and get taught and find investors, I think that's a fantastic opportunity. And, you know, losing the golf course as a Wichita State alumni, certainly I miss that, but the opportunity and the potential for what the Innovation Campus can bring is worth more than the golf course.